Infinity Train just did something I don't think any of us thought would ever happen. We need to talk about it right now. Okay, before I go any further, here's a spoiler warning. If you haven't watched book 3 and you don't want to be spoiled, you might want to click off right now. But for all of you who either don't care or you've already watched, well, let's do it! It's time to talk about the darkest Infinity Train scene so far, and how it managed to actually be a part of the show. In the very final episode of book 3, Grace and Simon fight as a result of their past actions. It plays out how you would imagine, and they're eventually both safe. The only problem is, Simon has proven time and time again that he's untrustworthy and he's unable to be redeemed, hence why he tries wheeling his former best friend. She's then saved by Origami from the train car they were just in, and everything seems relatively happy. But because Simon killed Tuba in an earlier episode and he refuses to change his perspective on the train, it was only natural that karma had to catch up. And now, I welcome you to the scene. Yeah, the one that made everyone stare at their screens in disbelief, asking, they can air that on a kid's show? What? Simon is dead, and we get real close to the action. It's so unbelievably dark that you really do wonder what went on behind the scenes. How did Infinity Train get away with this gruesome death, not of another animal or creature, but a human? Earlier this year, series creator Owen Dennis had a Reddit Ask Me Anything about book 2 and the death that happened there with one of the cops. When asked about how he managed to get it approved, here's what was said. The studio was really supportive of everything we've been doing. We said, hey, just so you know, we're gonna grind the guy into a wheel, so that's coming. And they were like, is he human? And we said, no. And there you go. That's how decisions get made. Enjoy Wasteland! While this answers the question of how the series could get away with the cop death and Tuba's death, it still doesn't reveal what went on with Simon. But, based on everything we know, here's what makes the most sense. So, Cartoon Arc gave the crew freedom, right? That's what he mentioned in the AMA. So the good news in this situation is that Infinity Train didn't end up airing on Cartoon Arc in its latter half. Remember that when HBO Max rolled around, this became an exclusive that you could only find on the streaming platform. Thanks to that, there's even a bit more freedom as to what can and can't be shown to audiences, and I'd say that played a pretty big role in getting Simon's death approved. What's also worth mentioning is that from the beginning, Infinity Train was a different kind of show. Instead of having kids as a target audience, this took it up a notch, and it's genuinely more enjoyable for teens and adults. Owen and the rest of the crew were making something aimed towards older audiences, especially with what went down during book 3. Even from the way this death plays out, it's obvious that kids would be pretty scarred. Watching a character since the beginning, and then having him painfully disintegrate into nothingness? It's just really dark. Up until his last breath, he showed almost no signs of regret for his actions, and he became a true villain. His number went up so high that it's impossible to calculate, and he was too far gone. And with all this, it does seem like Cartoon Network is willing to dive into more mature territory, especially with HBO Max not having the same limits as normal cable TV. And let me just say that Infinity Train is one of the best shows in years, and we need more adult stuff like this. You have the power to save Infinity Train. You can stream it officially on HBO Max if possible, and of course, use hashtag Infinity Train on social media. Let's get more seasons because it really is incredible. But anyway, that's all for this video. Subscribe for more awesome cartoon videos. Give a thumbs up and comment below, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.